Imagine waking up tomorrow and realizing you have a personal assistant who's never sleeping and is the one that can write emails for you, design graphics, analyze data, and even brainstorm your next big idea. This sounds like science fiction movie, right? But I doubt it because this future that I'm talking about is already here. Hi, welcome back to the SelfSeed Podcast and welcome to this episode, the first episode of the SelfSeed Podcast's AI Unlocked series, where I am breaking down artificial intelligence in a way that's practical, relatable, and most importantly, useful for your work and life. If you're new to this podcast, be sure to check our previous series called Future Forward, where we talked about how work is going to change by 2030 and the skills you need to stay in or ahead of the game. I'm Emmanuel, and today we are talking about the rise of AI tools, what they are, why they matter, and how can you start using them right now. So let's get into it. First thing first, what exactly is AI? Now, at its core, AI or artificial intelligence is just a computer program that can learn, reason, and make decisions. Kind of like how a human brain works, but powered by code and data. I hope computer experts don't come for my neck for this oversimplification. You're already using AI more than you realize. Let's say when Netflix recommends a show you love, that's AI. When your phone's camera recognizes your face, that's AI. In the previous episode, we were talking about Amazon FBA, and we were talking about how Amazon can propose a product that probably at some point in the future you wouldn't even know you needed it, and then you're like, I need that. That's AI. When Google predicts what you're typing, yep, it's AI again. But here's the big shift. AI is no longer just for tech giants. Today, there are easy-to-use tools that anyone from writers, entrepreneurs to even students can use to save time, boost creativity, and even make money. My question is, why is AI exploding now while its history stretches as far as the 1950s? Well, I understood three reasons. The first thing is data. We are now generating more information than ever. And the second thing to complement the data is computing power. The machines now can process data faster and even cheaper. And then the last thing is accessibility. Nowadays, you don't need to be a programmer to use AI anymore, right? Now, let's talk about the real-world impact of AI. As Gillian Utest, in the previous episode 64, the guest said, think about all the repetitive, time-consuming tasks in your day. Let's say writing emails, scheduling meetings, editing videos, or crunching numbers. Now, all these repetitive tasks, AI can automate a lot of that. For example, let's say DeepSeek, the trending AI alternative of ChatGPT, yeah? The cheaper version of ChatGPT, the free version of ChatGPT. DeepSeek can draft a sales email in seconds. And then when you go to Canva, I'm a fan of Canva, Canva's magic design can create social media posts from just a single text prompt. And then we have tools like Otter AI that can transcribe meetings so that you don't have to take notes. What does that tell us? AI isn't just about replacing humans. It's about freeing us up to just focus on the creative, strategic, and human parts of our work. But there's a catch to it. There's a little bit catch to it. AI won't replace you, but someone using AI might. Because that's why, and I think that's why learning these tools now can give you a very huge advantage in the future. Because if you're an expert in these AI tools, then you're on the edge. Now it's time to get practical. So here are 5 AI tools you can start using today, even if you're a beginner, because I actually enjoy using some of these tools myself. Number 1, for writing and brainstorming, you can use DeepSeek, which is free, to help with emails, blog ideas, and even coding. And then you can use something like a tool called Grammarly, which is free or paid version to fix grammar and just suggest better phrasing. And then you can use something like Notebook LM. I did an episode before, which is free to help with literature review and even produce sometimes podcast episodes. And then you have undetectableai.pro, which is absolutely free to help with humanizing your writing. Number 2, For design and creativity, you can use Canva Magic Design, which is free or paid, and then it can turn prompts into graphics. And then we have DALL-E or Midjourney, which are paid tools to generate images from description. And then number 3, for productivity, tools such as Notion AI, which is paid, or can organize your notes, summarize documents. And then we have Otter AI, which is also free or paid. It can record and transcribe your meeting. And then tool number 4 is for business and marketing. We have Jasper.ai, which writes ads, social posts, and website copies. Yeah. And then we have HubSpot AI, which is paid, which can automate customer service and sales emails. And then the 5th tool is for fun and experimentation. So we have something like 11 Labs, which is free and paid. It can clone your voice or generate audiobooks. And then we have Runway ML, machine language, free and paid. It edits videos with text commands like, let's say, remove background. But here's a pro tip for you. Start with one tool that solves a problem you have right now. So don't try to overwhelm yourself with too much at the same time. Now, let me show you how easy this is. Say you're a small business owner and you need to write a Facebook ad. So instead of staring at a blank screen, you could just type this phrase into DeepSeek or ChatGPT. Write a short, engaging Facebook ad for a handmade candle business targeting moms who love self-care. Use a friendly tone and include a 10% discount offer. And voila, in 10 seconds, you'll have a draft. And then now from there, you just tweak it to sound like you, bring it to your flavor. And that's the power of AI. It's your first draft assistant. So here's a small task for you this week, because this is almost the end of the episode. Just pick one AI tool from today's episode. I have mentioned many. And then use it for one real task, whether it's just writing or designing or even just organizing your things. And then try to share the experience with me on Instagram at EboDaily with hashtag SelfSeedAI. Oh, that sounds cool. Maybe someday I should create an AI. And then next week, we will dive into prompt engineering, how to talk to AI to get the best results. And trust me, you don't want to miss that. Yeah, thanks for listening. And remember, the future isn't just coming, it's already here. So let's try to make the most of it. Bye, seniors. Bye, friends.